This tutorial will look at a number of buttons that are used routinely when editing articles in Joomla, copying or duplicating articles in Joomla, and just working with articles in general. Here we are at the basic Joomla 3 site, and I've already logged into the admin area, and I'm in content and the article manager. I'm going to open up this welcome article, and here we have the content of the article, the title, and the 6 buttons that we'll just look at very quickly. Save, save and close, save and new, save as copy, close and help. Every Joomla install has a session time for users, and if you are logged in and doing things in Joomla but don't create an action such as saving an article or clicking on anything, if you were to spend a long time typing an article, longer than your session is set to exist, once it's expired and then you go and save your work, it will just disappear. In order for that not to happen, you should save your work every now and then, especially in a time frame shorter than what the session limit time is for your site. It's 15 minutes on a basic Joomla install, or you can extend it to whatever time through the configuration file. But when you are working on your article and you want to save your changes periodically, this is your button to use right there, save. If I change this exclamation mark to a period, I click save, it will save the changes and reopen the article in order for me to continue to work on it. Now, if I'm done making changes to the article, put an exclamation mark in there, and I just don't want to work on this page anymore, I want to go and do things elsewhere in Joomla, save and close. Saves the changes and we'll close the article, and now I am free to go other places in Joomla where my next work is to be done. Now, I'm just going to go back in the article. Let's say that I'm making a number of articles, adding a number of articles to the site, and I finished with this one that I'm working on, and I want to create a new one. That's where Save a New comes in. It will save the changes, and it opens up a blank article for me to begin by typing in a title, putting in content, and doing all the work that I need to do. Now, when you're working on a site, when you're working on a new article, if you don't want to save it, if you want to just get out of it, so this is wrong, I'll put that as a title. I really don't want to save this. Really, I'll fix my spelling before I don't. Now I look at this and I think, oh boy, I don't even want to be doing this. I mean, if I were to save and close, I end up with this article that I don't need. But that's what the cancel button is for. Cancel basically closes without saving any of the changes. So in this case, there is no new article. The same is true for an article that is already open. I might have worked 10 minutes on this article, have lots of content in it, and I realize, oh, wait a second, I want to go back to the original view. So without, I don't want all this gobbledygook that's in here. Oh, it's just too hard to go back. I want to start over. Again, you just click close. None of the changes will be saved, and you'll be right back to where you were at the last time that the article was saved. Now, let's suppose for this next button that we're looking at, save as copy, let's suppose that this article is complete. It's the way that you like, but it's also a very commonly formatted article. You might have some stats you update every day and you just type in manually, or you want to add a picture of the day to an article, and you make an article each day. Basically, what you can use to save yourself a lot of work is to save as copy. So this is the page we want to use as the basic form for it. Now when we go save as copy, we'll end up with, you'll see, a new article. Welcome, and then a bracket 2. And it's the same content. Now if I close this, we'll see in the list of articles there's welcome and welcome to. Now when you make a copy of an article, it holds the value of the other, it's identical to the other article, but it's not published. But now that we have a completely separate article, we can go in and change this to what do we want it to be. So this is a copy of another page. At this point, we can change the title as well. We can go welcome to a copy page. And we also want to go into publishing options and change the alias. You can read this in this mouse over what the alias is and what it does. We won't focus on it right now. But basically, when we made the copy of the other one, the alias was welcome-2. Now, you could change the alias to something that you want it to be, but I recommend, just for simplicity right now, that you delete that and then just click Save to save this article. I've already given it a different title. Welcome to a copy page. Now when we click on Publishing Options, the alias is Welcome to a copy page. We've saved ourselves a lot of work. We didn't have to take the original article and copy and paste the contents, and then also go through and change all the other settings and what category it was assigned to. Not that the other article in this example had a lot of that, but we've made a copy and it's there for us to work with in the in the administration area. So I'm going to, I forget whether I made changes, but I'll just go Save and Close. And now if I want to check to publish this, this would appear on the website, on the front page of the site, because it is a copy of an article that is already featured. Now, going back into this copy page, the last button, of course, is the Help button. And what the Help button does is bring up some helpful information on many things in working with your articles. But that's what these 6 buttons do. Probably the biggest time saver. Either it could be the Close button by dropping unwanted changes that you put in since the last time we saved, but I like Save as Copy as well, because it's a quick way to get you a new page that you just need to edit a little bit that's very similar to another one. And that's what these 6 buttons will do in helping you manage the articles and work with the articles on your site.